Hey guys, Barry here. Well, tonight I'm doing a little bit of work on the layout here. What I've done here is I've cut out some templates out of black foam core board as stand-ins for my tunnel portals I have yet to order from Scenic Express. I have to fill in cardboard webbing to do my scenery with here, so I'm going to have a retaining wall between the tunnels, probably one on this side, maybe a wing wall over here. So I'm going to start filling in the back until I can get these on order. Then I'll replace these with the actual tunnel portal. So just sit and watch, and we'll get started in a second. This is a technique I learned from watching Joe Fugate's videos from Model Railroad Hobbyist. I bought his DVD series a while back, and that's what I'm deploying for my scenery base. So I'm going to try this technique for doing the hills here as well. Basically, I'm taping this piece cardboard on here, then I glue all the forms to it. Then I bring the scenery just to the edge of the fascia board, and then you fill in the edge some gray caulk, smooth it with a wet finger and everything. That way, should you ever need to remove your fascia, you just take a knife and cut along the back edge, and you just cut the caulking. And then these things are taped on here, so they come right off. So that way it'll do minimal damage to your scenery. I don't think I'd ever have to get in here to do that, but you never know. Alright, I'm going to leave this spot alone for now. I'll use this to stretch across to here. Yeah, I had a real fun time just cutting up a bunch of cardboard strips. I have boxes out in my garage strictly for this purpose. So, let me see here. What do I want to do? I think I'll give you guys a little peek at this, and then what I'll do is I'll shoot some more video when I actually have this finished, rather than make you sit through weeks of my progress here. I'll shoot this so that you can see where I'm going with it, and then I'll show you the finished product at some point. And the end result will be that once this webbing is installed, I will come back and cover it with a like a 50% overlap layer of 2-inch wide masking tape. So that will form the shell surface. Then I paint that whatever color I so desire from my base soil color, and then I apply the scenery base you see here, which is the plaster vermiculite mix that Joe talks about in his videos. What I'll do instead is I'll put these on the back side of the tunnel portal. you want to set them down about the thickness, maybe a 1/4 inch or so. Just allow for the scenery material thickness. Wow, that's perfect. I might have gone with foam scenery here like I did in some of the spots, but I need to have this open for the tunnel, so I figured this technique should work pretty good. There we go. Now when I get my actual tunnel portals, I can just remove these taped on pieces and then glue these to the back of the portal. In the meantime, it lets me actually work on the hill here. Okay. Alright, let me just cut this into some strips. I mean, no specific width. I do them roughly about 1 inch wide. Like I said, I have a giant collection of boxes out in my garage as donor material for my future HO layout. I think I've got enough now, so I'm not using any more or collecting any more. Okay. Alright. So all I do is on the end here, just bend the end tab down like so, and then just hit it with a spot of hot glue, and in place she goes. And just hold it till it dries. There we go. You can space them like about 2 inches apart. Yeah, that's the hot temperature setting, so it's a little warm. The advantage of using this technique is you can literally shape the hill any way you want, just like you can with using foam. But you can literally just take this and bend it and crease it. I mean, it works fairly well. Alright, we have just a couple more here to do. See, I'm moving these down here for a slight recess in this back corner. Go. And if you can't find pieces long enough, you can always overlap the ends and hot glue them and I'm gonna throw some clothespins on there till it dries. So I have a pile of clothespins over there I keep for doing this. Okay. Now I'll just come up here and just start shaping this piece as I see fit. And then when I get to the, I can bring it up like so. Then gently curve it down. And then I will, in the end, just glue it to the back of the portal like so. And I can just cut off the excess before I do that. There we go. And I put braces in the back of the portal pieces to hold them up. So what we'll do is we'll bring this piece down a little bit and then back up some. Let's see how that looks there. There we go. Now see, once I get this all cross-webbed and self-supporting, I can remove the tape pieces here, and then when I put the tunnel portal in place, I'll just glue the stringer in the back to the back of the portal to adhere it and seal it. Alright, so let's see. So to do the other way, you would glue them like here, and just go over and under and weave it, so like this. And then that'll form your support. So when you have a big hill like this, you need some longer strips, and if I don't have long enough ones here, I have the nice big boxes outside. So I'm going to move this tape piece here. Okay. What I'll do is I'll put a filler piece in like this. And you can just take them and work them however you want, before you even put them in place too. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. It depends upon if I have a good idea or not, or I'm just shooting from the hip when I do it. Yeah. I decided this time to use the hot temperature glue instead of because I have a multi-temperature gun, and doesn't need to be clamped as much as the low temperature stuff does, so it works out pretty good actually. We gotta get the glue off my rubber mat here. There we go. Alright, so let's work this next one a little bit. And we'll see where we want to cut that in at to the tunnel portal. Alright. And before I tape all this, I'll probably at least tape back here. When I get up close, I really have to wait till I get the final tunnel portals, because I need to put the retaining wall in between here and everything. So, but Scenic Express has a very nice set of foam portals. They're O gauge, so I had to shorten their height a little bit, but they have a very beautiful Pennsylvania Railroad cut stone system. So that was what I decided to go with. All right, one more here. Alrighty, starting to look really good. I'll leave these two for later, so I'm going to have to extend them or get longer ones. So what we'll do is we'll start weaving some longer strips. And now what I'll do is I'll go under and over like this to follow the contours. And if it's too sharp, you can press it, smooth it, however you want to do it. Put a kink in it if you want. You know, like so, however you want it to look. And then when I'm done, I'll put a final strip across the back just to put the tape to, so I'll have to attach that back here to the door frame. So, what you do now is just go in here and put a little hot glue and press it together. And same under here, just a little spot of glue and hold it. And I see this one came up here because I should have my clip set, which I'll go get real quick. Yeah, you just put them on just like this for a couple of minutes, and then it'll hold nicely. Here we have a nice paper printout of what the tunnel port is going to eventually look like. So, you know, it says a nice keystone at the top. Real high quality foam mold. Alright. So this one's going to go right there. Let's clamp it then. Now what we'll do is we'll cut this little excess off here. Because now we can start one behind it or in front of it and go to the other ones when we get that far. There we go. Well, as you can see now it's taking shape. So I'll start running another one along here now. Grab one of these other ones. And we'll break down the cardboard, make it more flexible. And I hope you guys enjoy this. This is a very soothing way to do this kind of work, so I thoroughly enjoy it. There we go. Alright, let me hit the end here. And there really is no exact science to this. Really, whatever pleases you. Now on this one here, we'll go this other way. Like so. Put a quick clamp on here. Just to hold it there. Look, I can make this fall off like that a little bit. So if you have enough clothespins, you can really work this fast. I mean, it goes pretty quick. Okay, this piece here should go under and over, just like so. This will just be a nice grassy covered hillside, because right up here is going to be the next deck, which will be part of my HO layout. So once I get started building that. So this is more just to give it the look and feel when I'm sitting down in my chair watching my trains go around. So I won't be putting any trees or anything up here. It'll be probably some rock work and clump foliage and stuff. So I'm sitting down, I can see up in there. But it's going to be a real fun project, and part of this to getting this done so I can get this base scenery up on here, and then I can start laying track. So before I close this shell up, I may or may not lay the track in there. I may start from the back side because I need to fasten it down out here and ballast it in, so I might just leave the shell done until I put this piece of the track down. I haven't decided yet because it's fairly easy to get into this thing. So we shall see. Alright folks, well let me glue this last section here. And over here. Alright. There we go. Put a little glue under here. Clamp that side too. So the nice thing now, I have this all clamped. I can just go back. This part's all dried already. So I can just take these off. Just keep working my way forwards. So I hope you all enjoyed this. I'll be adding more to this video before I post it up. Probably end up being a few sequences, but hope you all enjoy. It's Barry. Let's catch you all later.